Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management, bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment markets. First off, I want to start by saying hopefully President Trump has a quick and speedy recovery. Thank God that he was not severely injured in the assassination attempt. Under no circumstance should anybody in America resort to any kind of violence on anyone, whether it's a political person or just some individual that's not running for office. Very shameful that we have people in this country that do these things. And at the end of the day, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, we all live together, we all work together, we all have families together. And we need to be civilized and act in a civilized, responsible manner. So again, hopefully President Trump will be fine, which I'm sure he will be. And again, we wish him well. And again, our hearts go out to the individual who lost his life, which was a fireman, and basically protected his family from shots that were fired. This is the kind of information and situations that we really want to stay away from. And again, people need to be civilized and work together. With that said, I've had a lot of calls, a lot of questions about the assassination attempt and what do I think about President Trump going forward. And again, whether you're Democrat or Republican, as you all know, I talk politics on a repeated basis. And I look at the hardcore numbers and I look at policy. I do not vote on personality, I vote on policy, and I always have. And at the end of the day, after this assassination attempt, and based on polling before that, President Trump, I firmly feel, is going to be our next president. This assassination attempt only solidified his base and actually brought in more people that were on the fence. I know a lot of people sometimes don't like the rhetoric from the president, but at the end of the day, the policies do matter. And policies that are good for all Americans. Again, whether you're Democrat, Republican, or Independent, policies do matter, and it helps the economy. So do I think President Trump will be the next president? Absolutely. And my firm, Resney Wealth Management, fully endorses this gentleman. And one of the main reasons, because this person was willing to give his life for the American people. You don't see that with most politicians, but then again, President Trump is not a politician. So with that said, we see the economy in the U.S. doing well. We do not see any signs of recession. The unemployment numbers look good. Inflation is abating. We looked at numbers that came in last week. All the metrics are going down on the inflation front. What does that mean? The economy is slowly cooling, which is good on inflation. The stimulus money has been spent by most people that was given away by the government. Too much money in our opinion, but that's abating. Inflation, as it comes down, the economy slows a little bit. I firmly feel probably September timeframe, most likely the Fed will probably start reducing rates a little bit to make sure the economy doesn't slow too much and we don't go into recession. So this is my prediction. I think the year end, the last 6 months of this year will be decent. We'll have volatility. Expect a 10% pullback. And again, I stress, expect a 10% pullback in your account value before we go up another 10%. That could be realistic, or we could go up 10% before we have a 10% pullback. I try to condition every client to make sure they understand volatility is normal. We haven't had a lot so far this year. If I look at the next 3 to 5 years, which is more important to me than the next 3 to 6 months, I see a growth economy in the U.S. over the next 3 to 5 years, especially under a Trump presidency. I think ultimately we're going to keep bringing back supply chain manufacturing to the U.S., which is going to give us geopolitical stability. We're going to become energy independent again, so we're going to have cheap energy prices again. Not that we're going to completely abandon clean energy, but it's going to be put on the back burner and slow down until it's more reasonable. But energy independence in this country is vitally important for many things. Economic growth, and of course, geopolitical. One of the things, and I made a comment about this on my radio show on Sunday, is everybody keeps talking about the Ukraine-Russia war, which we should not even be involved in personally. But Russia is actually making more money under the Biden administration because of the energy policies he has enacted. So again, whether you like Biden or not, his policies are actually bad for energy. They've actually raised every individual in the U.S.'s gas prices and utility prices between 30 to 100% higher than just 3.5 years ago. That's not good. That takes money out of your pocket. But what does that do for Russia and Putin? It puts money in his pocket to basically fight Ukraine. If we go energy dependent in the next 6 months under a new Trump presidency, let's say, energy prices will most likely come down. As you've noticed, we've been trimming our energy exposure as of late, and we're going to completely eliminate our energy exposure altogether very soon. Why is that? Because if President Trump becomes president, oil prices will come down, and net profits to the big integrators will also come down. Not that they won't do well, but they're not going to do as well as they've done the last 3.5 years. So again, policies do matter. It's important that we put America first. We want to help out the rest of the world, but if your own America isn't doing incredibly well and your own people are not taken care of, that obviously has an impact on your economy. So again, I see a promising economy the next 3 to 5 years, and it could be longer, but we assess these things on a daily basis. If you're a client of the firm, of course, and you have any concerns or questions, please give our office a call. If you have any people that you'd like to refer to our office, whether it's a business associate, friend, or family member, our business grows from good clients like you. And I will say this, we've had overwhelming information and communication from clients just like you, how happy and pleased they are with our money management services. And we've had a lot of new clients this year that are leaving the Wall Street firms, the non-fee only fiduciary money managers, the firms that set it and forget it and asset allocate. We invest where we need to invest in order to make a profit opportunity for you, the client. Remember, as a fee-only fiduciary money manager, our clients are always number one, and that's how we treat every one of our clients. Again, if you have questions, call the office. Have yourself a safe and profitable day.